What is up, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I wanted to bring a game to people's attention that they might not know about, that there is a demo for right now on the Switch and PlayStation. You can download that if you want. The game comes out at the end of May, and that game is called Monster Menu: The Scavenger's Cookbook. Now, it's a very interesting title, very different. Now, looking at the game that you can see right here and what it looks like, you wouldn't be, mistaken for thinking it's Disgaea or a Disgaea game or made by the team that makes Disgaea, because it is. It's running on the engine that runs Disgaea 6 and 7, and it looks good, it looks fine, it does what it needs to do. It's going for that cartoony, over-the-top art style that Disgaea is known for, and it looks and plays pretty much like one. Now, what makes this turn-based tactical RPG or strategy RPG different is it blends a number of genres together. It blends quite a few. And the first one that I want to talk about that it puts in there is the roguelike or roguelite genre, where permadeath is a thing in the game. If your characters die, unless you get to an altar or get something else, they're not going to come back in your current run. So it's very important that you keep your characters alive if you can. There's really no way to heal in the middle of a level or a floor. You have to heal outside when you cook. You rest or cook food to heal. So permadeath, when you do die, you start all over at level 1, like a roguelike. You do keep a few things. You keep your equipment and some of your gear. You keep that, so that'll kind of be the persistence that follows you forward to help you climb deeper and deeper into the dungeon or go down deeper and deeper. And you do lose pretty much everything else when you die, though, when you start at level 1. So keep that in mind. That's kind of how the game is, and if you don't enjoy that stuff, you might not enjoy this kind of a game. But that's one thing it has. It also has kind of a, a cooking, crafting system that's kind of unique, and it has survival elements. So when you kill monsters and scavenge around in the dungeon, you'll get loot and parts and things you can combine together and cook. And you'll make all these gross-looking meals out of monster parts because there's nothing else to eat down there. So you just cook with monsters and eat monsters, and you can get buffs, you get healing, you do replace your hydration and your calories, which that is the main MP in the game, and kind of the survival mechanic is you have calories and hydration that you have to monitor and keep track of. If that stuff gets too low, bad things will happen. You use that to cast skills, magic, all that kind of stuff. So it's very important you keep it up as you run around the dungeon. It goes down. As you do battles, it goes down. So you definitely want to take breaks and make sure you make camp and rest and eat and get that back up. The game has a huge assortment of skills and equipment that has skills on it and properties. You got all your stats you would expect to have in a game like this. So for those of you that enjoy that kind of stuff, building the perfect party, having, good gear and a good setup, this game might be really great for that. It also has 10 different classes you can choose from. At least that's what's available in the demo. And all the classes kind of start different and have different properties, so you can have fun building your perfect team of 4, with the classes available. And overall, it's a unique little game. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's a fun little distraction, and it's nice to see somebody try something different, in the genre. Too many times developers play safe and we get the same game over and over. It's really nice to see all these elements kind of coming into a turn-based tactical style game. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a game like this that combines the genres the way this does. There might be like some indie game off there, that nobody knows about that did this, but I am unaware of anything. And I find the game to be fun. It seems to have a lot of floors. It's looking like there might be upwards to 100 floors to go through in the game. And as you get deeper in, the layout changes, the terrain changes, enemy types, all that stuff. And it just gets harder and harder to progress. And then you reset, and you got to start all over again. So like I said, if you don't enjoy that, this might not be the kind of game for you. But I did want to bring it to people's attention that it is a game that exists, and it is a game that is coming out. And there is a free demo that you can download and try it out and see what you think about it. And I'd be curious to know what you guys think. Do you like what you see here? Does it sound interesting? Is it not your cup of tea? I'd be very, very curious to see what the reception is, because a lot of people don't know about it. I didn't know about it until about a month ago. I saw an announcement or a thing about it, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And to me, it's a game that's probably going to hold me over till Disgaea 6, Disgaea 7 comes out, over here in the US. 7's already out in Japan and all that, so they already got it. But it is a game that's trying to be different, trying to be neat, and I think it's a game that maybe people will actually really enjoy that are looking for a dungeon crawl, because it is a dungeon crawl, and it is pretty simple in ways. You know, it's not very complex and over the top, you know, but I think it's a neat little game, and I wanted to bring it to people's attention. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe you're like, hey, I'm going to go download a demo and test this game out now and see what it's like. Or maybe you're just like, I don't really care. And hey, that's fine. Whatever works for you. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Until then, later, guys. Peace out. Have a good one.